In this video, we're going to talk about a dictionary in Python. First, we're going to introduce what a dictionary is, and then how to access items, change and add or remove items. And we will learn how to loop through dictionary and copy dictionaries, and also we will introduce what nested dictionary is. If you want to learn more about Python and other programming languages, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed this video and find it useful, don't forget to like it. It will be a great support. Let's begin. Well, let's see what a dictionary is. Well, a dictionary is one of four built-in data types in Python, which are used to store a collection of data. We talked about list, tuple, and set in previous sessions, and now it's time to talk about dictionary. So, dictionaries are used to store data values in key value pairs. Okay, unlike tuple, set, and list that we talked about in previous sessions, actually they just accept values, but this time here in dictionary we have key and also value. Okay, and I have to say that a dictionary is ordered, changeable, and does not allow duplicate values. But you have to bear in mind that if you are using Python version 3.7, dictionary is ordered. However, in version actually 3.6 or earlier, dictionaries are unordered. I'm using a Python version 2.7, so this time here dictionaries are unordered. Okay, so how we can create a dictionary? Well, as you see here, I have created a dictionary, my dict, and this is my dictionary. And you have to actually put the data of a dictionary inside curly brackets. As you see here, this is a curly bracket. And each item should be separated from another one by comma, as you see here. And also each item contains a key and a value. And key and values are separated by colon, as you see here. So name is actually a key and John is the value of this key, and they are separated by a colon. And also, as you see here, this is a comma, and after a comma we are introducing another item, which is age, and the value is an integer. And here another item, which is its key is job and the value is teacher. Okay, so let's print it. Print my dict, and if I run it, you see here this is a dictionary. Okay, let's actually check the type of this dictionary to make sure that this is dictionary type and my dict. So this is a dictionary. Dict here means dictionary. As you may know, when we say a dictionary is ordered or unordered, what it means. Okay, we actually discussed this about tuple, set, and also list. When we say the dictionary is actually ordered, it means that the items have a defined order and the order will not change. However, when we say it is unordered, it means that the item does not have a defined order, and you cannot refer to an item by using an index. Okay. And dictionary is changeable. What does it mean that a dictionary is changeable? It means that actually you can add, remove, or change a specific item of a dictionary. However, dictionary does not allow duplicate values. It means that you cannot have two items with the same key in a dictionary. Let's try. For example, here I have name and I want to add another name as key, for example. Now let's see what will happen, and I'm going to separate it by comma. Let's here. Okay, it's better now. And I'm going to, for example, change its name to, for example, Alex. And in here, as you see, the values are different, but the keys are the same. So let's run it. Well, here, as you see here, we are facing, well, I forgot to put a comma at the end. And now if I run it, you see here the name is actually Alex. So where is John? Actually, John is gone. John is actually ignored because in here we have another name actually replaces this name. So this name is replaced by the new name. So as you see here, you do not see two names as two separate keys. And as in this example is actually clear, the values in dictionary items can be of any data type. You see here we have an integer, and here we have a string. We can actually change it to Boolean. For example, I'm going to add another key like is married, for example, and I'm going to write, for example, true. And if I actually run this, you see here is married is true, so Boolean is also accepted in dictionary. Well, now it's time to say how we can access these items. Well, you can access the items of a dictionary by referring to its key, okay? And you have to put that key inside square brackets. So let's try. For example, here I want to print actually the name of this dictionary. So actually the name of the name which is key here, not the name of the variable. So in here, for example, I'm going to print, I have to write my dict, okay, here, and use square brackets. And inside these square brackets, I have to actually write the key, which is here name. And if I actually run it, you see John is here. You can actually try each key, for example, age. And if I run it again, it is 25 here, you see. So you can access each item by referring to its key. You can also use actually get method. If you use get method, the result is also the same. For example, let's comment this one, and this time I'm going to use a get. So let's use get my dict dot get, and inside parentheses I have to pass the key again, so age, for example, and you see here the result is 25, which is the value of age key. Sometimes you have a dictionary and you want to find out the keys of that dictionary, so you want to print all the keys together. How you can actually access to all the keys, you have to use keys method. So let's check what this method is and how it works inside print. So I want to print it. I use my dict dot keys, okay, and if I run it, you see all the keys: job, age, name, and is married. So as you see here, there is not specific order in here because these items are not ordered. So if you use actually Python version 3.7, it must be ordered, but in here actually they are not ordered. Well, now you know how to actually print the keys. Well, sometimes you might want to print all the values together. This time, instead of keys, you might use values. So let's use values here, and if I run it, you see the values: teacher, 25, John, and Thu. They are actually the values of these actually items. There's also another method, which is items. If you use these items, actually this function will return a list. That list contains some tuples, and each tuples are actually showing each item of dictionary. Let's see the result, and it will be really clear. Well, as you see here, each tuple in here is showing an item: job, which is actually one of the keys, and teacher is the value of this key. They are inside a tuple, and here age and 25, they are actually inside another tuple, and these tuples are actually items of a list. Sometimes you want to determine whether a specific key is present in a dictionary or not, so we can use in keyword. As you know, we actually used in keyword in list, tuple, and set. So you are somehow familiar with this keyword, and we are now use this again here. For example, let's write if condition, if, for example, name in my dict. So let's print this key is actually available, and let's write an else for it. So, and in this else, I'm gonna print the key actually not found. So if I actually run this code, and let's comment this one, And now you see the keys actually available because name is one of the key of this dictionary. So let's change it to, for example, occupation. We don't have occupation here, we have job. So let's run it. You see the key not found because occupation is not one of the keys in this dictionary. Now you know how to access to actually dictionary items and keys all together or separately. Now it's time to talk about how to change the values. And sometimes you want to change the value of a specific item of a dictionary. So the first way is actually by referring to its key, and you can also use update method, and we'll talk about both of them. Let's first use key to actually refer to a specific item and change its value. So write print here, and first let's actually change for example name here. I use my dict, and inside square brackets I use its key, for example name here, and I'm going to change it to, for example, Alex, and then I'm going to print my dict, which is my dictionary. Okay, as you see here, the name is changed to Alex. Okay, so by referring to its key, you can actually change the value of an item. You can also use update. So let's see how we can use update method. It's a bit different from this one. Well, we use my dict, the name of dictionary, dot update. So inside these parentheses you have to use curly brackets, and you have to specify both key and the value. For example, in here I'm gonna change name again, and here I use colon, and this time the new value, for example Alex again, and let's this time change to Chris, so the output will be much more clear. And if I run it, well, we ran into an error. Chris, sure, we have to put it like this. This is a string, and now actually the result is here. So Chris is our new name, and we change the value of this item by actually using update method and also its key and its new value. If you want to add a new item to a dictionary, you can use that by referring to its key and actually its new key. So let's try one. For example, in here my dictionary, and inside these square brackets I have to actually give it a key. If you want to change, for example, a specific item, you pass the key, and you actually assign a new value to this. So in here I'm gonna add a new item, so I need a new key, because actually, as you know, dictionary does not allow duplicate keys. So I'm gonna pass new key. For example, in here let's add, for example, family name. So this is a new key, and I'm gonna add, for example, in here Ronaldo. As you see here, this is a new key, so it is considered as a new item, and Ronaldo is the value of this key. So let's print my dictionary, print my dict, and let's print it. You see here family name is another actually item of this dictionary. You can also use update method, like we actually use it in order to change the value, and in here we can use it to add new item. So let's use it. Let me comment this one, and in here my dict dot update, and in here use curly brackets, and I'm going to use family name as a key, and use colon to separate value and key, and here I'm going to pass Ronaldo. So if I run it, you see the same is here, for example. So both of them, update method and also referring to its key, to its actually new key, both of them are used to add new item to actually a dictionary. Now let's see how we can remove items. Well, there are various methods to remove items from a dictionary. The first one that I'm going to talk about is pop method. and we use pop method and a key in order to actually remove a specific item. So let's use it. For example, in here I want to remove name, and I use my dict, the name of dictionary dot pop, and inside parentheses I have to pass the key. So here name is the key, and if I print the dictionary, and you see the result here, there is no name in here because the item actually that has the name as its key is gone, and you see here there are 3 items remaining. Another method that I'm going to use is pop item, and in here actually this method pop item will remove the last actually inserted item. As you know, in Python 3.6 or earlier there is no specific order, so it is actually going to remove randomly, but in Python 3.7 actually remove the last item. So in here I'm going to use pop item, and it will remove randomly. So here my dictionary and dot pop item, and inside pop item you don't need to pass anything. So in here let's comment this line, and let's actually run it. So you see here is married, which is the last item in here, is actually still here because, as I told you, there is no specific order and it actually removed randomly. And in here job is removed, which is actually the 3rd item in this dictionary. So if you want to remove randomly, or if you want to actually remove the last item in Python version 3.7, you might use pop item. You can also use a del keyword in order to delete an item. We use del keyword in order to actually remove a tuple in last session, and this time I want to remove an item of a dictionary by using del keyword. Let's use it, and here I'm going to use del, and let me just write my dictionary name, my dict, and in here I have to specify a key of an item, for example name here, and this time actually name will be removed. So name is removed because del function is going to actually remove the item with its key here. You can also use del function as I use it in tuple, and you can use it to remove the dictionary totally. And if I actually remove this one, this square brackets, and just pass actually here the name of the dictionary, it will actually remove the dictionary. And in the last line we are going to face an error because as here the dictionary will be removed, so even it reached to this line there is no dictionary anymore, so there is nothing to print, and this will raise an error. So you see here my dict is not defined. And sometimes you want to, for example, empty the dictionary, so you use a clear method. Let's use it. Here the name of dictionary, my dict, and dot clear. So in here, as you see, this dictionary is empty. Now I'm going to talk about loops and how we can loop through a dictionary. When you actually loop through a dictionary, the return actually values will be the key of the dictionary, but there are actually some methods that we use to actually return values. So let's actually first loop through this dictionary to see the actually output for example item in my dict, and let's print the item to see what will be actually the output. Okay, as you see here, these 4 actual names are the keys of this dictionary. As I told you, if you loop through the name of dictionary, you see the actually keys of the dictionary. So how we can actually access the values? Well, as you see here, item is actually the key of each item. So I'm just going to put this variable inside square brackets, and you see the values. So here my dict, and I'm using square brackets, and inside square brackets I have to pass keys. So item is actually in each iteration is illustrating the key of that item, and if I run it, you see the values are right here. You can also use dot values. Here values function, it will return the values. In each iteration, item is referring to the values. So let me just print item here. As you see, the output is the same, so all the values are printed. If you use keys here as actually using the name itself, you see the keys will be printed. So if you use keys here, or if you remove this key and just write the name of this dictionary, the output will be the same and the keys will be printed. Sometimes you want both key and value of an item and you want to loop through those. So how we can do this, if you use the items method, my dictionary.items. So in here you need to actually here write two variables, item, let me write key, more meaningful, and value. And here in each iteration, key and value are showing the key and value of an item. And if I print, for example, key here, sorry, key and value, so you see here job, teacher, age, and 25, they are all representing key and value of an item. If you want to copy a dictionary, you can use copy method. For example, in here I'm gonna use myDict2, my new dictionary, and I'm gonna copy my dictionary to this and use myDict dot copy. And now if I print my new dictionary, myDict2, you see here it is the copy of myDict. Okay, there is also another way that you can use a built-in function which is dict, and this also make a copy of a dictionary. So in here, instead of this one, I can use dict, and I have to pass the name of dictionary, myDict, and you see the result is the same, and the dictionary is copied to myDict2. As you see here, the dictionary can actually contains items of any data type. Okay, the values can be of any data type, and we actually use string, integer, and boolean in order to show you. But this time I'm going to talk about a nested dictionary. Each item can also be a dictionary itself. For example, in here, name can be a dictionary, age can be another dictionary. Here I'm going to show you another one. As you see here, children is my dictionary, and here child 1, child 2, and child 3 are the keys of this dictionary. Let's print it to see it will be more clear. If I for example here use children, and here I need capital C and dot keys. Okay, here child 1, 2, and 3 are the keys of this dictionary. Here you see, and here each key, the values are a dictionary itself. So this is a dictionary, and for example here the value of child is a dictionary, and inside this dictionary we have name and age as the keys, and Alex and 25 as the value of these actual dictionary. So let's see here, let me print values, print children dot values. Okay, here the second one, let me comment this one to see the result more clear. Okay, this is a value which is a dictionary, this is another value which is also another dictionary. So this is the concept of nested dictionaries. So as you see here, as I told you, this is one way of actually defining a nested dictionary, and this is another way. You can actually have here a dictionary like child 1, and here another dictionary like child 2 and child 3. There are 3 dictionaries, and here children is actually a dictionary that contains 3 dictionaries inside itself, and the actually keys child 1, child 2, and child 3 are, and here the values are child 1, child 2, and child 3, which are actually a dictionary themselves. So if I actually print this dictionary, you see here child 1 is a dictionary, child 2 and child 3 are dictionaries. Well, let's recap the methods that we use in this session. We use clear in order to remove all the elements from a dictionary. In other words, we empty the dictionary by using clear method. We use copy in order to actually return a copy of a dictionary. You use get to return the value of a specified key. You have to pass a key inside this get. And we use item in order to return a list containing tuples for each value key pair, and use keys in order to return a list containing dictionaries keys, and we use pop in order to remove the items with a specified key. And pop item, it actually removes the last inserted item, and in actually my version of Python it actually removed randomly. And we use update method in order to update a dictionary with specified key value pairs, and also values to return a list of all values in dictionary. Okay, here is the end of this session. I hope it was useful for you, and I believe now you know everything you need to know about a dictionary and how to work with dictionary and various methods. If you want to learn more about Python and other programming languages, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoyed this video, please like it. It will be a great support. If you have any questions, leave comments. I'll reach you as soon as possible. Bye for now.